Thank you for tuning in to Seriously Podcast. You can find us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and Google Play at Seriously Podcast, as well as on the Indie Creative Network. Please like, rate, review, and subscribe, and spread the word. Let the people know about your new favorite podcast. Thanks again for tuning in, and enjoy the show.
Hot as fire, cold as ice, broken lovers, lonely nights, mixed emotions, endless fights, rushing through these New York City lights. Tough love, tough love, tough love, tough love. Ooh, tough love, tough love.
Hey guys, welcome back to Seriously Podcast. I'm Brittany.
And I'm Mary.
I know you guys missed us last week, but we are back, and today we are getting into episode 205 of Tough Love.
Today we have some very special guests with us. We're joined by a few cast members of Tough Love. So guys, introduce yourself and tell people what role you play.
Hi, how are you guys? My name is Ebony Obsidian, and I play Alicia.
Hey y'all, it's Natalie J. I play Monica Lee.
And what up, Devin Coleman, and I play Darius.
Ooh, thank you guys for coming in. So first and foremost, what was the very first web series you ever got hooked on or watched?
Tough Love.
Tough Love? Really?
I had never seen a web series before
Wow.
becoming a part of Tough Love.
Awkward black girl.
Yes.
Tough Love.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we're in the second season of Tough Love. What was it about this project that made you guys want to be involved?
I'd have to say the how lifelike, how true to life the series is. I mean, so many people I encounter just speak to how relatable it is, how they've been in a situation or how they've known somebody that's been in the same situations that they see on the show.
I think for me I really, really liked the fact that it was 6 main characters and they were all super different from each other, but they all came together because they were a group of friends. So that whole relationship over the course of the first season was really interesting for me to be a part of.
I mean, for me, it was eye-opening because I never thought I would be a part of the acting life. So I'm literally the complete novice to all this. But I saw their vision, and it was just after episode 1 of last year, I think that's when everybody kind of came together and was like, "Yo, this is real."
Yeah.
And it's just been a fun ride since then.
Awesome.
What's something about your character that you admire and something that you hate?
Do you want to go first?
Be honest.
Right.
I get to be an asshole again. It's been so long since I've been able to be a Darius, because I always say, every guy has a Darius inside of him. Mm-hmm. And, I got friends and shit like that they'll actually go ahead and, screenshot and send me stuff, whatever. But, yo, we really fucks with Darius. We really like Darius. Darius is that guy.
Really? And what's something you hate about that character?
I mean...
He loves every part.
Right.
I'm just waiting
I
to do this.
can't even think of something.
I guess he's corny at times. It's I love him and I hate him. Because on the hate side, I'm like, man, you could do better. If you're gonna step out for a reason. Don't get caught getting
You'd
fooled.
be doing stuff.
If you're gonna
Gyro.
yeah, if you're gonna get caught up or if you're gonna knock off a shorty or whatever like that, make sure it's worth it. Don't just do it to do it.
Talk about it.
That's how you feel, huh?
Yeah, I mean, what about Monica?
I love the fact that she's so open and she loves so unabashedly. I'd have to say, though, I don't want to say that she's weak, but she loves so hard, which I think is positive and negative. Because, sometimes you love to the point where you're blinded by what is so blatantly obvious, So I think her openness and willingness to love is a gift and also a curse. So I'd have to say it's the same thing that I love about her that I don't really like so much also.
Right.
I think for me, I love and admire the fact that Alicia is a builder. Like, she's not afraid to be a part of the process of building her and Quincy's, I'm going to say empire, air quotes. Yeah, no, she's in love with her partner in all facets of their life, and she wants to be in the mix of that the whole time.
Right.
There's never, like, that part of her that wants to just, you know, be his woman at home and let him do, I guess, what he's really wanted to do this whole time. The thing I don't admire about Alicia would probably be that I don't think up until this point, she hasn't really articulated fully the things that really need to be addressed in their relationship, which is, if it's going to work, this is how I am and this is how you are. What is the midpoint? You know, where do you meet at that? Because they've known each other for a good enough, like, amount of time that they should have already resolved these things that are issues 5 years later.
Right.
So that's kind of what I don't like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do a listener question. This is from Nerla from Florida. She says, hello. First of all, you guys are extremely talented and bring so much depth to your characters.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
so much.
My question is, what qualities do you share with your character that you portray? Anyone?
Silence. Okay, for me, I'll say that I really resonate with Alicia's independence. I grew up in a house full of all women. Women were who taught me. Women were who told me how to go out in the world and get things done that I wanted to get done. So that's, like, one thing that was, like, I was like, okay, I'm Alicia because of this. Yeah, that's about where it ends. That's where it ends. But it was nice to be able to step outside of the type of character that I usually do and kind of be this type of woman. So yeah.
Oh, me, I think his ability to want to do better.
Okay.
I mean, men go through so many different growing stages of their lives, and often it takes a woman to bring it out of you, to know what you're actually capable of. Because you're crazy if you think you could do it by yourself without the love of a woman, real love, not somebody just around to be around, but somebody to actually help. So for him to be able to attract a woman like Monica and then keep her. Keep her interested. Keep her interested.
Okay.
That was so beautifully under your breath. It was so beautifully under your breath.
Keep her interested, and it's just that it goes to the testament that you may not be where you need to be or where you want to be in life, but as long as someone sees your honest potential, they'll stick by you. You know, it may be a little tough, but they'll stick by you.
I think I'm similar to Monica in that I don't really judge people. I'm a peaceful person. Monica looks for peace. She likes to have peace. She would love to have peace in her relationship, which she doesn't have. But even amongst her friends, I think she's the even-keeled one between the extremities of Jordan and Alicia, and I'm like that too. I just like peace amongst the groups in which I'm in.
Hey, awesome.
Namaste.
Okay, so Marie from Queens asks, she says, hey guys, great job on the series. You guys are super talented. Love the show. My question is, so this episode centered around on and off again relationships. Do you guys personally believe in them, especially if the person burned or did you wrong?
You guys are hilarious.
I mean,
You gotta think before you speak.
Of course.
That's the problem with everything these days. People don't be thinking before they speak.
you want to be first instead of being right.
Listen, good.
See? I can honestly say my last relationship, like, there was a part of me that knew it was going bad, and you kind of knew when it started to go bad, but you kind of dove into the fire willingly.
Yeah.
And then when the shit started to burn, you're just like, damn, let me get out. And then when you get out, you're like, I know what's not gonna start the fire again. But I didn't get that second rekindle.
Okay.
You know, I got a couple nights and things like that, but it was
Couple nights.
it wasn't what I it wasn't what I wanted and in the end.
Okay.
So that on again, off again, some people don't go for the on again, off again, but I kind of wanted the on again, but it's been like 2 years now, so fuck it. Yeah, I believe in it. I mean, if you want something, you're gonna go after it.
Right.
But eventually, like, both parties got to want it. If not, you know, there's laws and regulations behind that. You can't be jumping in DMs and stalking people. You got to be like, oh, you don't want to talk to me no more? You send one text. I got boys who send a text, and a man's pride, you'll send that one text like, hey, what's up, da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
If you get that curve, or if you're a dude that your pride doesn't want to let you get that curve, and you anticipate a curve, man, you'll get off the exit, you'll drive a whole nother way, and then it'll just be like, she may have missed the text or something complete honesty, but your pride just was like, nah, you ain't about to curve me.
Right.
Shit.
That's true.
I think there's different types of on again, off again relationships. Like, look at why you're going back and forth with this person, and if it's for like, I don't know, like genuine grown up like reasons, not like dishonesty, not like disloyalty, not anything like that, but just maybe like growth apart. And then, because I feel like sometimes people get into relationships and you can grow together, but it's also really important, especially when you're young, to grow as an individual. Sometimes we forget about that, and it causes issues.
Yeah.
So I think it depends on what type of on again, off again. If it's a roller coaster and it's like not healthy and you're like emotional and all over the place, then no, of course it's not good. But if it's something that's like just on some normal like growth, then that's okay.
Right.
Because if you fall back together, then you did for a reason, right?
That's true.
She made me think about that emotional roller coaster song. Remember that?
Yes.
I was listening to that the other day.
I mean, every relation, Marie, that's a good question, girl. Every relationship is different. I mean, you have to figure out what works for you. I mean, one relationship's going to be different from the next. I mean, I don't think you can generalize and say this on again and off again is it's a good idea or it's a bad idea. You just got to look yourself in the mirror and see if you're comfortable with moving forward the next day with the decisions that you've made.
That's real.
But I'm a believer that true love does. Sometimes people are just meant to be together.
Yeah.
Because you'll pass people for years, and then when y'all rekindle, y'all cross paths again. It's like, oh, all right.
It's meant to be.
Yeah, it makes sense now.
Is it game time?
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Dun, 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 dun.
So the game we're gonna play is called How Tough Are You? So you're just gonna ask like, how tough are you when it comes to these deal breakers in relationships? Just say, are you gonna,
Is our characters
stay?
or is
Is
our
real life?
actual?
Oh.
We can do both.
Somebody's like,
I think there should be a distinction though.
All right, so, let's see. So the first one is, you've been on a few dates, and then your date told you that you look and remind them of their ex. Like, you look just like my ex.
do you still date this person, or are you gonna have
This
to
is the third date?
Third.
Sure.
Third
What's
date.
the number got to do with it?
I'm just curious.
Third date does tell you something.
Shit, the first 30 minutes of the first date tells you something.
But it's good. Y'all been having all these good dates. The first 3 dates have been good, and then he just said, you know what, you look just like my ex.
You remind me.
Or she.
I would try to. I would dig a little deeper.
Yeah.
Like, so what other similarities do you think that we have? Because then,
Just like that?
Just like
You ask?
just like
You really
that.
gonna ask?
Hell yeah, just like that. Because if it's some people have types. Like people are talking about Monica this season, like she has a type.
Yeah, I say
So,
so. Jason
okay.
and Darius.
Yeah.
Y'all look alike.
Okay, so see,
We doing that?
Yeah.
Yes.
exactly. All right.
I always
So glad Quincy's not here right now.
We doing that? We doing this look-alike thing?
I'm just saying that some people sometimes have types.
Yeah.
So if that's where it ends, then that's fine. If that's fine, I mean, but then if they go deeper and they say, oh well, this and that and this and that, then I'd be a little concerned that you think I'm your ex and I'm not.
Right.
So I would dig deeper.
I would dig deeper too, but I would be a little concerned that that's why they approached me in the first place.
Yeah. That's
Like,
what I think
Probably 'cause
too.
they got a type.
Yeah.
Right.
They
no,
got a
but
type.
the fact that they felt comfortable to say, like, are you giving me a compliment that I look like? Am I supposed to? Can you pull a picture up and can I say, oh
I see?
yeah, I see. Thank you.
Right.
I don't understand.
No,
probably
I
have
think
never
it's something
happened to me.
deeper.
I hit him with like, oh, thank you. You got
Physically?
great taste.
You have great taste.
I would probably just say, what does that mean? And see what that was about.
Right.
I never had a physical, like, oh, you remind me of somebody, but I've definitely had, like, personality traits.
Okay.
Like, it's been,
Me too.
Okay.
like, like, I enjoy the simplicity, but I need a little bit more out of you.
Right.
Like, I need a little bit more about you.
Okay.
So,
You saw my face?
Yeah, I did. Okay, I saw it.
All right. Okay, so the next one is you just started dating someone, but they're struggling to keep a job.
You know, Monica would be right there with you.
Oh, she would. We're gonna make it through.
Oh, you know,
Monica would be
Alicia
helping
would
with the
definitely be
resume.
down,
Monica
fold the
would be-
laundry.
Would be recreating that cover letter.
Oh, yeah.
On Monica's lunch break, she would be applying for jobs for that ass.
yo, guys appreciate that.
She would.
Oh gosh, yeah. Alicia definitely would.
Yeah.
She'd be going in offices and
Don't
cheerleading.
prepping him.
for her man.
I mean, just because
I
somebody
wouldn't.
loses a job doesn't mean they're like a bum. I mean,
Yeah.
They
I was
keep they can't keep a job.
Wait, what
Either
are they
one.
doing? What they want to do?
Yeah,
Maybe
What's
they're
their
always
job?
late. They just.
But again, are they
can't keep a
doing what they
job.
want to do? Because Darius,
Maybe it's like dead end jobs.
I
What
mean,
Darius do?
Darius been about his bread since like 86. Came out the womb.
Oh, is this the backstory?
No, I'm just saying he came out the womb. He was just like, man, listen,
Right.
I'm about to get it.
About to
Devin,
get it.
I get it.
it took Devin years to finally be like, you know what, man, I ain't feeling this. Because you're just going to be, it's detrimental to your health, it's detrimental to the company. You got to go through the interview process. You know, you dress up for the first day, you got to go through the bullshit. And then a week into it, you're like, I don't want to work till 7 o'clock at night. I want to do what I want to do. But people are afraid to actually take that step. Darius ain't afraid to take that step. And that's, you know, that's how I feel in regards to me too in real life.
I think people who find their purpose in life at a young age in particular, but even at an older age, like some people never find that thing that they want to do for the rest of their life and dedicate themselves to making that a career or whatever the case is. So like you're saying, I think if they're doing dead-end jobs and they can't keep the job, I think it's probably time to figure out what they want to do.
And that's gonna be
So I think I would push that more so than you don't have a job.
Right.
Like, let's like talk about what makes you happy. Like what
you
makes
can
you
keep that
happy.
next job.
So you can keep
And it's going to
you might not
reflect
make money at
everything
first,
else.
but
If you're miserable in your job, you're going to come home and be miserable. So then your relationship going to be miserable.
be
and it's
contagious.
just one big
Okay.
ass- Man, I ain't trying to be around that. Be happy.
be happy. You're gonna be like Darius on the couch with Faith.
Yeah.
Sneaking in the bathroom.
Oh my god.
Dead ass, I have
You
friends.
see?
Literally, my boys, someone sent me, congratulations, a couple of my boys in Columbus, Ohio. At least one of them. And then a couple hours later, somebody screenshotted that and sent it. And like, you got about 6 months, and this may be you. And I was just like, see, now I'm a meme in group chat.
Oh,
That's
now
not-
you're me. Natalie, so you have to go. So just can you tell people where they can find you and any upcoming projects?
You can find me in Brooklyn.
Oh.
Just kidding. Yeah. I'm going to be in a couple films in February. Everybody who's listening, please send prayers up for me because I got to the second round for my grad programs at a couple schools that I'm looking at. So, yeah, and I'm online. So you can find me on Instagram at natty.j, which is natty.jae. Yeah. And nataliedjacobs.com. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you guys for support.
Thank you.
Thank you. And everybody who sees me out on these streets and comes up and says hi, it's awesome. So I appreciate the love and thank you guys for watching. It means a lot.
Thank you, Natalie.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Of course. Okay, cool. So now let's get started with the main event. We are breaking down episode 5 of Tough Love. Let's get into it.
Fire, cold as ice, broken lovers, lonely nights, mixed emotions, endless fights, rushing through these New York City lights. Tough love, tough love, tough love, tough love. Ooh, tough love.
All right, so Darius and Monica, they're getting it in. When she went to see him at the door the last episode, I thought it was going to be like a dream sequence or, maybe she was going to play him, but
It was real life.
It was real life. She's back with him.
She kind of did. She kind of did play him though. Didn't she tell him to leave?
Sure.
Isn't she like, I gotta?
Yeah.
He did what he needed to do, though.
Yeah. He came to do a job.
He came back and was like, yo, I ain't, just in case you forgot.
He did his job.
Here it is.
His you served your purpose.
Take
Yeah.
this. Remember who I am? All right, I'll see you in a little while.
Okay.
So then we go to Professor Ogilvy.
Shout out to
Dr.
Dorian Wilson.
Dorian Wilson,
No
Dr.
affiliation on the
Singleton.
show.
Singleton.
No affiliation on
Dr.
the show.
Singleton.
Is it Darius Wilson and Dorian Wilson? I just thought about that.
Stop. I don't even know your name. I told you we're not associates on the show.
I mean, I know you.
We don't hang out.
So he asks, have you ever had an on-again, off-again relationship, and how did it make you feel emotionally? So then Darius says, I played too many games, I've lied, I've messed with people's feelings, and now I'm kind of like over that
Right,
phase.
I'm off that.
So then
that's
Doctor's
me.
like, all right, I don't have time for this. I got to ask,
Right.
are you doing this for the cameras because, someone, people are watching this?
Right.
Like, I need you to be honest. And
Tell the
Darius is
truth.
like, I ain't lying. Like, I'm telling you the truth. Like, I don't care about your little show. Like, I want all the girls I mess with to know that I only want to be with Monica Lee. Throwing out governments. He just throwing out governments.
So then Jordan gets the same question, and she's like, normally I don't go for second chances, not until recently. And then we see Jordan and Lance on this quote-unquote date, and he's trying to be all, like, lovey-dovey with her. She's like, spare me with that. I'm here because we both need closure.
Right.
And then, he starts to apologize because of everything that happened. So he's like, what did he say? Some speech. I was over his speech.
I was over it, too.
Ooh, that's what we gotta ask those viewers. So if a dude gives you that know ya, you going back
I don't
for a
even know
second
why
time?
she even went out on this date
Yeah, I
with
was
him.
really confused.
I mean,
I understand that though. She needed to close
closure,
that chapter.
yeah.
I'm so sorry, Jordan. I've made some dumbass decisions, and I have to deal with it. I mean, I have been dealing with it. I think about you every single day. I think about the way you would wake me up by giving me at least 10 kisses. I think about how you would do 100 things at once. The most productive person I know. I think about how we would put on them concerts and we wouldn't need an audience. I think about how you cared about your friends and you gave the best advice you could. How crazy you got over your favorite team. How you would do any and every little thing that I needed. And then I think about that day.
She's like, I made the mistake by putting you and myself at risk. I'll never forget that day that you came back from the doctor's office. It was like the worst day of my life. Sure. And I'm just like, okay, you've been in New York for like 2 months.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you miss her.
Yeah. I think it was
Even
just
at
because
the
they
speed
ran
dating
into...
event.
I wonder
Do you guys
if...
think they ran into each other, or do you think it was planned?
I think they ran
don't
into each
know.
other. I don't think... Because how would he know that she was going to be at that speed dating
Maybe
event?
been on her following her through the gram.
Oh no, he
or
was wearing a
Facebook.
suit, so he seems like somebody who knows something.
He was ready.
He looks like the type to do some research.
And even
Probably.
when she left at the speed dating event, he didn't
Yeah,
chase
why didn't he
her.
chase
He sat
her?
there. So
Because he was.
But he was
calm, cool,
very
and collected.
wrong, I
Like he
think,
knew.
like-
He was too calm.
like, he
After
knew
everything that
was
he
gonna
put
see
her through.
again.
Yeah, I don't know. That's not how I took it. I took it like he. I mean,
took it as he didn't
they
care.
had a bad
Yeah.
falling out. Like I would probably not want to bum rush somebody
Right.
with all this and like force them to accept me
Yeah.
right there in that moment. Like I'll
I
probably
mean-
sit down too. Sit down, Lance. I would sit down
Let me
too.
see
But
what
if
you
he's
gotta say.
confessing that, he loves her, he misses her, he thinks about her every day, like, why didn't you try harder? You could even called Monica, because that's like the hopeless romantic over there. You could have been like,
Yeah.
help me get her to listen to what I have to say.
Right.
I don't think he tried hard enough.
Oh well.
So then the next scene, Monica and Darius is cuddled up. He's like, do you love me? And she's like, obviously, like, duh, like, you're in my bed. So he's like, there's something I have to tell you. And then her phone rings, and it's Jason. But then he gets bucked, like, who's Jason?
He upset, like, who that?
I'm like, boy, sit down. Like, I feel like he got some nerve. Like, you
Faith is at the house.
You got a baby mother and a stepson
Bro,
at your house.
Is there any confirmation that's even his kid? How you know he's just
Exactly.
not a nice
But
guy?
quote,
Boom!
but she's still in your
living there
house.
with
She's
her.
still in your house.
So
He, as you know, for everybody who's been watching, he clearly was like, yo, this is, I feel some type of way. Like, it could be, shit, I was doing what I was doing, but.
I mean, but he has yet to like try to get a paternity test or anything like that.
Can you do
Come on,
that
man, he's a
early?
guy.
I don't think you can.
Well, isn't she
don't
like
know.
6-7 months?
I thought the baby has to be born first, though, to like get a
There is
test.
like a test that
I
you
mean,
can
that baby
take.
come out dark skin, man. We
Oh,
already
I
know
don't
what
know.
it is.
You need to stop.
Darius.
You need to stop.
Faith kind of sexy brown. Darius kind of light. So that kid come out anything other than
Wow.
I can't.
I don't know.
that's Darius thinking, by the way.
So Monica answers him. She's like, it's the guy I've been seeing. I was surprised that she like admitted to it. I thought she would have been like, oh, don't worry about it, or it's nobody, because I feel like she wants to work things out with Darius almost. So he's like, word, cut him off. So now he think he has like the authority to call these shots. I don't
Right.
see
And she's
how.
like, you gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta go. So he's like, I promise I'm going to prove myself to you. So she's basically telling him like, actions speak louder than words. Like, and she wants to know like, what was he going to tell her? But he's like, oh, I was just going to say how much I need you in my life.
That's how Darius talk.
Huh?
That's how he sounds.
Yes.
I just want.
Oh, I just want to.
That's definitely how he sounds.
Oh my God.
That's him. He needs to hurry up and tell Monica. He's playing.
Yeah. It's been some time now.
It's been.
And the
5
longer he wait, it's
episodes.
going to hurt her even more. I'm scared
But
when
we
she finds
don't
out.
know if it's his or not. So what if I'm
But
like, yo,
it's
I
still
got a
the
seed.
possibility.
Okay, I might have
I'm
a seed
living
on the
with
way.
this chick who's pregnant.
Yeah, you
She
are,
living with me.
You're in the house.
My crib.
And it's the
Exactly.
same girl
It's
that
still
like
bad, regardless.
from season 1 that
What do you
she
mean?
saw you in the
Why
park
do you
with.
say it like
Yeah.
she's living with you, like
Because
as
it's
if
completely different. It's not like
you
if
guys are
Darius-
coexisting in the
No,
same
because
home?
if Darius was that type of dude that just, constantly needed a chick to lay up under, because we all know guys like that. But he's just like, yo, this is my crib. You staying with me because this may be what the situation is, or whatever like that. Just know what it is that regardless of what you may feel, I still love her. So you can have the bedroom, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm going to be on this couch. Don't touch me.
What's the point of all that?
Being a good guy, because he's still a good guy at heart.
How is it a good guy? But you're
How?
messing with Faith's feelings. Like her heart is in
He's a
this.
stand-up dude.
What? Do you know what that means?
No, he does not.
He's a stand-up dude. What do you mean?
No.
You are-
Tragic.
Hood logic.
Hood logic, exactly. Hood logic.
Yes. So then we go to Monica's session with the doctor, and she basically saying, like, she's been doing the on-again, off-again thing for too long, and it's, like, one of the worst things that you can do to your heart, because it's kind of like an addiction, almost to the point where, like, she starts to question whether or not she loves him, or she loves, like, being addicted to
the
the
pain of not having him around.
So then we go to Lame Lance,
I have that too. Jordan and Lame Land.
still giving out his confessions.
Hashtag.
Don't do it.
And he admits,
Hashtag it.
he cheated on her twice with his ex. And
So he's another one on and off again.
Yeah, that's just a theme.
That's the whole thing.
And he said basically like, well, I was just trying to see if there was something there before, we do this whole lifetime commitment thing. And she's like, you wanted to just see if you missed having sex with her. Just say
Right.
that. Like, be honest with me.
Exactly.
So he apologizes and she says thank you, and then she leaves and he chases her down. So I'm like, all right, so now he knows how to move his feet. All right, cool. But then they just like stare at each other in the street,
Stand in the middle of the street.
and then they kiss.
I'm not here for any moment of that at all. I was not here
Really?
for it. No.
No.
I'm team Jordan and Keith all day.
Oh, Keith.
Yeah.
Oh,
Aw, I
Keith.
Yeah.
miss Keith.
Everyone seems to think Keith is the only decent man in this whole
And
first
Jason.
and second season. Oh, yeah, Jason.
Yeah.
Good guy
Jason.
team.
But I don't know. Yeah, I feel like. Oh my God.
Oh, shut up. Your brother. You don't remember your brother? That's your brother. That's
That's
your
how mine
cousin.
get
Don't
down,
play your
mother,
cousin
brother.
like
She don't
that.
know yet. She ain't looking at that.
Oh, man.
But I know some of the listeners are thinking if Jason is really the stand-up guy that he, portrays to be. And then, what else I was going to say? Yeah, that was it. Yeah. That's like a thing. So then next, Jackson answers a question. He's like, I'm not about that on and off life. You know the song, ain't nothing to cut that switch off.
I love Jackson.
Dr. Singleton was like, I don't know that song. What?
I don't know. What is that from?
I'm not familiar with that. So, you know, Jackson's like, well, that's my anthem. So I live by that. So next we have another failed meeting on the boys'
They
side.
stay losing
Quincy
clients.
and
What's
Jackson.
going on?
He ain't built for this life.
He's not.
Jackson's not built for it. He's like, this entrepreneur life is not.
No.
for
Once I get my
me.
job, you're on your own, bro.
I have some interviews scheduled next
Lined
week.
up.
You won't be seeing much of me. So then Quincy is like, damn, you gonna leave me out here with Darius? I gotta work with Darius now?
Whoa. Darius is the money behind this.
Darius
Darius hasn't been on any of their like runs and stuff.
Silent partner.
There we go.
Silent partner.
Silent.
Okay.
Wow.
I gotta make sure people's bills are still paid.
Sure.
Taking care of girls and babies that may not
Right.
be mine. Paying my homeboy.
Oh, he got a lot on his plate right
Oh, yeah.
now.
Very
yeah.
busy. Very busy.
You're right.
You are not paying Jackson's rent.
I'm
You
helping.
know he has a rainy day fund. You're not
Oh,
helping
yeah.
him that much.
He got family issues.
He do.
Yo.
He do. Don't do that.
I'm here for my man.
Terrible.
But Quincy's like, you know, we're nowhere near our 30 clients. I'm like, I wonder why. But I bet you got 30 girls
Yeah,
coming in and out your door.
Oh my gosh. Don't even.
Like, switch focus. He needs to switch the focus.
Yeah.
See, he ain't got all his way yet. See, he settled down too early.
You
That's
think
why.
that's
No,
what it
because he was messing up in college.
What is college?
He got it all out in college, and he
said he
got
was
serious
like
with
one chick.
Alicia. He was a hoe in college.
Wait, was he all like college?
is? He was a hoe in college. You weren't there because you were not our friend yet. So,
No.
Monica's the only reason you're here. So, stay in your lane.
So wait, so
No.
Monica did bring Darius into the crew, or
I believe so. Listen, we're actually not friends on the show, so I'm not even really sure, but I believe so. If I'm recalling correctly.
I mean,
yeah, I think
How did
so.
you two meet?
Probably in the streets.
we met
Right.
apart. Who, me and mom?
Yeah.
Oh, see, it's a beautiful thing.
oh, let's
No,
hear it. Let's
stop.
hear
Don't-
it.
don't lie to
Backstory.
these
We need
people.
to hear the backstory.
Don't lie.
Backstory
people.
between, you know, mom was doing her little free the world, you know, peaceful thing.
Right.
You know,
Right.
Darius is like, what up? How you doing?
That's how he talks?
In the streets, like I
Yeah.
said.
He probably said, "You're
Remember,
Yo,
you're
shorty. Yo, shorty.
shorty."
Nah, because you remember in the beginning he was talking about what was he saying when before he was he's like, you don't want to say that we passed up a chick just because her ass was, you know, we just knocked her off because her ass was fat or whatever like that, you know. So he saw something else in her. So he was like, yeah, I'm used to these, but what's that over
So
there?
it was something different with her.
Yeah. So he reached out. She saw his potential.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know,
Bada bing, bada boom.
we was eating chips in the park. How you doing?
Don't look at me.
Chips in the park.
Don't look at me. Do you think that people really like that whole get it out your system type thing? Like, is that a...
That's a thing I hear.
that what people
Yeah,
do?
something
That's what
that I
people
hear.
do.
I
They
like
have
how
to get
both
it out
y'all
before they
clarify
get-
that.
Right.
It's what I hear they do, these people
The
out
kids.
on the streets.
They say, like, you know, get it out before they get settled down. I feel like guys use that excuse a lot too. When you ask them to be serious, they're like, "I'm not ready." You know?
because men have that
That?
woman
Okay.
that over the course of the women that they meet in their lives, like, I like that about her, I like that about her, I like that about her. So they'll come across a woman like, you know, she's like it all, but, and then when there's the but, it's just like you just completely fuck up everything else because the
Okay.
butt may be so minuscule. I mean, like, you may have to, you know, she may have to come work out with you or something like that, or you may have to take her shopping a couple times, or, you know, I know girls who literally don't know how to cook. Like, we was talking about that. I
Listen,
saw,
stop.
You lost me.
Because
You lost me.
listen, I will say for the record,
You lost
record.
me.
I can cook me some Ethiopian food, but I am learning how to cook American food. I'm slow on that. I got African family. Cut me some slack talking about
At least
don't
you
know how to
cook.
I mean, shit, my father, personally, my mother wasn't the best cook, so I grew up watching my dad cook.
Okay.
And then
something.
ever since I was, 18, 19, I think I've been living on my own and cooking my own meals. And then so...
But what kind of meals? Like survival meals or like
Nah, Devin
Food Network type of
gets
stuff?
Gets it popping in the kitchen.
Food Network type
Yeah.
of stuff?
Nah,
Ladies,
all
you
day.
hear that?
I'm all day. I'm watching HGTV.
Ladies, you hear that?
Yo, Food
Just
Network,
because he could
Travel
cook, don't
Channel,
forget the rest,
HGTV.
ladies. Stay strong.
Stay strong.
Now you gotta have a very diverse culinary palate if you living in New York
He
City.
said culinary palate. You see, he's
Okay.
trying to play people
Palate.
out here.
Nice.
Yo.
Back to the recap.
So next, we have Darius. He's at the house, and then Faith comes up to him.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, Phil the baby is kicking," and
She's
he's
so
like,
excited.
She's so excited. She's so happy. So she's like, "It's crazy." Right? He's like, "Yeah, it's crazy." But I think in his head he was like, "Crazy, I'm stuck here with you."
Right.
Like that's what.
Because he didn't want to touch her. He was just
Facts.
like,
Right.
The sad part about that is, if it really is his baby,
I
he's
know.
missing out on
Yeah,
the
he is,
whole
he is.
actual pregnancy.
right.
This is your first child, right? Is it your first child?
Darius' first kid?
Yeah, is it Darius' first
I mean,
kid?
we don't know if it's Darius' first kid yet, but
Oh, don't
See, 'cause
don't play.
That's why I asked
No, I
him,
mean,
'cause
like,
I don't know him like that. We're not
Darius
friends.
knows he
Right.
Darius knows he has no prior kids, so this kid may not be his. So Darius may still be kidless,
Okay,
and
Yeah, but it's sad if it really is, because
you're missing out.
he's missing out, and
Yeah.
also Faith is in a bubble. She's in a beautiful bubble that I wish
yeah.
Alicia was still in.
what bubble was that?
She's in Loudon.
Delusional.
Yeah.
She's delusional.
She
kinda
thinks
put her in a
she
bad
has this happy
situation.
home, but it's
And
not.
yeah.
But so you don't think that?
She's not good at reading people.
She's not. Oh
She's just
no.
giving
No, I
her
think she
every-
chooses to ignore it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think
don't think
certain
she's good. I
moments
think she's-
happen that the bubble
Yeah.
bursts, and she's like, wait a minute. But I don't think that she's doing it on purpose. I think that's how she is.
But do you think that women
Some
create?
people are like that.
What is it? What's the term of the this week? Alternative facts.
Alternative facts.
So they may alternative facts. See,
What does that have to do with this situation?
Because-
the Faith is giving the
No,
alternative
she like
facts.
it could be women or how some women will go to the point where they'll get pregnant in a fucked up situation and
Think it's
then
gonna
create
save
this alternative reality like this
yeah.
is happiness, and the
Okay.
dude is like, whoa,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I can't get out of this now, but shit, this isn't what I
Signed up
wanted
for.
yet,
Right,
or whatever
right.
the case may be. So
Just the simple fact that he moved her in and took her son in, so she's just like, oh, you know,
I
we're
forgot about little
good.
homie.
We're a family.
Yeah, where is he? Her child.
Yeah, where's
The
Joshua?
one that's like born.
I mean, he got to stay with his dad, man.
Oh, okay. Because we saw him that one time.
I only got a one bedroom.
Yes.
you gotta. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
that's why I'm on the couch.
Oh, that
See?
makes sense.
That makes
sense.
a lot of sense.
I thought you just didn't want to sleep in her bed.
Yeah, me too.
Nah, I
That's
mean,
his bed.
That's my bed.
True. So
I
true.
would sleep in my bed.
Yeah.
Sleep with her.
Nah, see, I'm faithful.
Continue.
I'm sorry.
So, Chef Julian,
Chef Julian.
Chef Jason, he cooked
Wow.
up a cute little meal for Monica, and she's enjoying it. It's good vibes. And then Darius calls her phone, and Jason, he sees it. Mm-hmm. So
yeah.
it gets a little tense in the room.
But Monica's new to the game because if you juggling two guys, don't keep your phone
not on
out.
it. She not
Keep
on
it
it.
on the low.
Did his face pop up?
Yes.
Yeah, and it
That
said
was,
that. Yeah.
That was bad.
Did it have a
So
heart
then she
emoji?
asked him "Are you okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm cool." So then Darius called again, a few
Again,
minutes
blowing
later.
her up.
Pick up this phone.
She still hasn't put her phone on silent and turned it over.
Still, she's new
don't
to
know
the
what's
game.
happening.
Nah,
She's
she
new.
just let him know what it is.
Yeah, she
guess,
did.
yeah.
She was like,
This was hit me.
"That's
up.
my ex."
Yeah, that's my ex. The one I told
He's
you
like,
about.
"Yeah, I kind of figured that."
You don't want these problems.
And then she's like,
That's
"Well,
not what.
well, does that bother you?" And he's like, "I'm not really in a position to get upset about that."
Right.
Like,
No, he knows his place.
you know
Unlike
what?
Darius.
He's not Darius, girl. He's not Darius.
I'm not going to speak for Monica, but I will say that in that moment, that conversation that they had, I understood that because I feel like if I was in Monica's shoes at that point, I'd be like, I would feel like every other guy was doing the same thing. She's like, are you talking to anybody else?
Right.
Because most, all right, let me not say most,
Yeah.
but a lot of times there's a lot of casual dating these days. And like, you just expect it. So it never comes up until your phone rings and someone's face is on it. And now you got to talk about it. You know what I mean?
Like,
She
who's
ruined it.
Cherry? Anybody?
Nicknames and shit?
Nah, Cherry know who she is.
Stop.
Are you talking to anybody else?
I just got out of a year-long relationship a few months ago. For me, once I throw in the towel, I'm not picking it back up. Plus, I'm really feeling you, Monica. I'm not really interested in talking to anyone else.
But I'm gonna let you figure that out.
But you forgot your little
Darius
situation.
But as women, do you like that guy that's willing to take the passenger seat or the back
what?
burner?
Wait, on this particular matter? Or
Yeah, on
in
this
all
particular
things?
matter.
On this particular
This is a particular matter. Like, he's out and he sees your ex, or you run into your ex, or he sees whatever, like your ex call, then
That's big of him.
Yeah,
That's
because it's
very
still too
yeah.
early for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he really likes her. and he's clearly can see himself
So
investing
this is why
himself
nice guys
in this
finish
person.
last.
I think he's just being respectful and knowing his place.
Do you know where you are? You're on your couch.
Whoa, in my
You didn't finish last. You're last right now.
Yeah.
You're not
Let
even
him know.
ready.
Last
Let him
right
know.
now. Like, what are you talking about?
He's like, you're not even on the
Listen,
list.
for all the men listening right now, nice guys do not finish last. Okay, they don't. In the long run, they do not.
Listen,
okay?
you can't be a
They
poodle
win.
and turn into a pit bull. You can tame a pit bull.
You know all the
But you
dogs that
can't
are in
be-
between? Why he gotta go to the farthest
right.
ones?
Okay, however you want to do it. Don't come off the nice guy, and then when she put you in the nice guy
So
category.
what should she have done? Or what could
Who?
he have done, Jason?
He could have grabbed the phone, turned over, like, yo, I'm here with you. You're here with me. This is us.
Jason
That sounds
is not
like Darius.
Jason
Thank
is
you.
not Darius.
That sounds
well,
like
you know,
Darius.
Should have broke her phone.
Nah, it's not even that. You just grab it up like, this is us. You can get back to that later.
I understand that though.
Yeah. I mean, you can see the difference
get it
when
both ways.
Jason called her phone. Darius like, who that? Put that down.
Right.
Like, cut him off.
Fuck out of here, yo. So, like, we here.
And then
And
Jason's
sh- and
like,
sh- and she said
I'll let
no.
you do your thing. Yeah.
Just so you remember.
She told you to go.
Put your shoes on. Walk out quietly. Alicia's sleeping on the couch. She needs her beauty rest.
Yeah, you always on the couch.
I'm sleeping
talking
well.
about?
I'll wake
You
up.
on the
and-
couch too?
I'll wake up and
How
get
you-
back to work in the morning.
How's your couch feel?
It's wonderful.
But ask her about Big Apple.
wonderful.
She doubling the client.
Yeah,
She don't even want to know about my
almost there.
successes. He's just worried about the fact that I'm on the
Darius,
couch.
listen, if it comes down to it, Darius will buy your half of the company.
You're
and
not
then-
buying nothing.
Listen,
You need to
man.
buy them diapers, is what you need to
Hello?
worry about. Start stacking because diapers are expensive.
Get that
Where's that crib?
You know how much
Where's the
diapers
crib?
are?
Classy.
He
No,
made-
no.
Have you seen how much diapers are?
When the
Classy.
baby shower.
We on the 6 train.
Oh,
When the baby shower.
Baby shower. It's not
Oh,
about
that
kids
would be
yet.
so
When's the
nice.
baby shower?
It's not even the kids yet.
Listen,
I'm gonna let her do
I'm
that.
sorry. I just had to. I'm sorry because he's.
Maybe season 3. We'll see. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, so Jordan's on a date. They're having a good convo, but then he takes a picture of his plate for the gram. And she
my
just
gosh,
like,
that
what is
date.
going? Oh, the worst. He was
Whoa.
a
She just
joke.
had bad dates, Jordan.
Yes.
Poor her.
Yeah, but yeah. Wow, that date.
He was flexing hard for the gram.
Have you ever been on a date
Snap.
like that?
Not like that.
I've
no.
been on
For
a
a
date.
guy to be like,
I've
take a
been on
picture
a
of me.
date
Are you
like
serious?
that. Yes.
Ooh.
What?
And
Are
you
you
stood
serious?
there?
Who you
No, I
dating?
didn't.
Took the
okay.
pictures for him.
Check, please. Are you crazy? Oh, that's wild.
He was so extra.
See, social media is too much.
But she
It
kind
is.
of
Some
extra.
people go.
So
She
he
is,
probably
but
saw
she-
that and was like, you know, this is cool.
No.
No.
But it just seemed like the maturity level was on two different things right there.
Yeah,
she even
that
had to
was
ask him, like,
crazy.
how old are you?
Right.
That was
Unbuttoning
wild.
his shirt
Yes!
for that picture.
He should have just splashed some water on his shirt.
Right, and might
Might
as well.
have
And
done
then
that.
that
as
pose
well.
was like,
She's
She was like,
you're not gonna look at the
random.
camera.
He was like, nah. Just
That's
go ahead.
really that scene.
He was doing the
brought
most.
back.
then the
some
snap thing when he's like,
unwelcome memories.
ridiculous.
Yes. She was like, don't put me on your snap.
Right.
Don't ever.
Seriously.
I got a homegirl like that.
You do?
Yeah. She said she
Do
took
for the snap.
she took a guy out, or they went out, and first he put a napkin in his shirt
Okay.
because he didn't want to get nothing on his. Then she was like, you know, how we're adults, like we put it here, like you. I mean, if you're gonna invite, get on. But he ordered the filet
Okay.
mignon.
Mignon.
How she pronounced it towards me in his voice, and then when it came, he was like, "Yo, what's this?" I ordered the fish.
Oh my god.
Damn.
She was like, "Nah, I'm
Stop.
over this."
Stop.
So there are guys out there.
There's all types of dogs.
No, that's not
Special
a dog.
people.
That's
No, we were
dumbass.
talking about poodles
special.
and pit
Special
bulls and
people.
whatnot,
Yeah.
whatever. So there's all different types of men.
Yeah.
So Jordan, she had enough. She was like,
Yeah.
get the check. And she ended up texting Lance. Poor her.
I know. So Alicia and Quincy, they're on a conference call with a client, and she basically tells them, like, I don't know what y'all doing, but I want y'all both. I like both of y'all.
Oh, right.
Y'all need to make this work.
Yeah.
Because, you know. So she's like, you know, figure that out. This is what I want. So they get off the phone, and then Quincy surprisingly calls Alicia to talk about splitting the contract. Then they have some small talk, and
They kikiing on the
they
phone.
kikiing. They like kind of rekindle something, which was different. So then Alicia answers the on and off again question from Dr. Singleton, and she's just like, you know, when you're off, it hurts deep, and then when you're on, it's like an unexplainable high. So Dr. Singleton's like, okay, so you just extremes, like there's no middle ground. So like really good or really bad.
But that's kind of how like their relationship started out. It started on that note.
Right.
I feel like
That's true.
like
They had
what else does she know? You know what I mean? Like that's how they came into things. So
Yeah.
I feel like even though they've been together for the past 5 years or whatever, it's still that back and forth, I guess.
Yeah.
Now that time is here again, I mean, she doesn't know a lot of the things that are happening behind her back.
I want to know if she's gonna find these things out.
I would love to know
Things
as
from
well.
other
Stay
people.
tuned. No, but it's a different type of on and off now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's a mostly off.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And that's
'Cause
that's
he was
kinda
ready to cut her
scary.
off. He was so mad.
I mean, he pretty much did, though. Because
Yeah.
if you think, this is somebody that they lived together. Like, they woke up to each other every day, went to sleep next to each other every night. Like,
Exactly.
she's folding his laundry. Like, these are people who, that's your best friend. Like, you're with them all the time.
Right.
That's like someone completely cuts themselves out of your life. Like, how do you gain your balance
Yeah,
again?
yeah.
I feel like this whole season has been that struggle for Alicia to just figure out who she is independent from Quincy.
Yeah, that's
and
important.
she's not there yet.
But in
she's
defense
getting
of
there.
Quincy,
Yeah.
this is that moment that's making him grow up. In a sense, he's been kind of sheltered, kind of caged, you know, as a man. You know, it was constantly like, let me be the man, let me show you that I can be, let me be the man. So now that he's on his own, this is his time to be that man.
But he's acting out.
He's learning to be the man for him. That may not last, but he's just saying, like, if I can do that. But that's not him,
He's trying.
obviously, because he still cares for
Right.
Alicia.
He does.
So it's like
Very much so.
you try to do it, but it's like, this ain't for me. I'm not this
Yeah.
guy, man. Fuck
You're not about this
Where's
life.
my baby at?
And that's the same thing. Well, he's not there yet. That's that's like the same thing. Like I feel like they should have been figured out the formula for how they're gonna balance each other out, because this would not be an issue.
Exactly.
This should have been resolved on date 3, like
Very
real
true.
date 3. Like it's kind of sad to watch couples like that fall
Yeah.
apart, because like they're supposed to be together, but they're not,
Exactly.
because characteristics that they should have
Figured
resolved
out,
are not-
right.
it's
Or
not coming
some
together
things
right.
just be dormant, and then they finally come back around, and
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
I don't know what that
We'll
means.
see. I'm not sure either.
Stay tuned.
Me too. I was just like,
Terrible.
Monica and Jason, they are back, flirting. She tells him she's surprised that he hasn't pressed her for sex.
I'm like, girl, do you want him to do that?
right? What do you want?
Why'd you bring that up?
I guess she's used to
He
guys
is
doing
not Darius. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like she's constantly comparing them or something
How
in
could
her
you
mind.
not, though? How
Like
could
she's
you not?
constantly comparing
Yeah.
them.
How could you not, though?
True,
Because
but
this
it's
is a
just
guy
like,
that
especially
Darius,
'cause
she
she's
loves
not-
him.
She's not even really done with him. So how could you not think
You
about
said
him
she's
when
not done with him?
you're still on the couch?
Oh, we gotta bring him right back.
What's wrong with you? No, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and just like your exes now, I feel like you're always gonna have some type of comparison.
Okay. But
You know?
in Darius's defense, is that he's exhibited the nice guy at times.
Exhibited.
That's a good word.
It is.
Is it a word?
Yes.
All right. And so he's shown her the nice guy. Then he's also showed her like the blunt asshole.
Yeah.
But then he's also showed her like the man that can stand up for his friends and do all these other types of things. So she's seeing all these different characteristics in him.
Yeah, hot
but
cold, hot
why
cold.
they're not together is pretty black and white. So it's like, well, if all things being equal, it would be Darius. But all things aren't equal right now because of, his, inabilities to
Commit.
Inabilities to what?
lock the bathroom door behind him.
Okay.
Next.
So Jordan is on the rooftop with Lance, and he's like, I'm glad you're here. And she's like, I don't even know why I'm here. I don't know how I got here, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, she's just like, I don't know. I'm just here because I'm here. They're reminiscing on good times, laughing, enjoying themselves. And then Lance ends up like giving her head right
But
there
when he
on the
got
rooftop.
down, I thought he was gonna propose to her again. The way he got down, I was like, "What's he about to do?" I was like, "Oh."
Hey, she should be worried.
No, it was they
Yeah.
were on the roof. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah,
happened.
yeah.
So Monica's on her way home, and Darius calls her, and he's like, I want to come see you. And she's like, all right, come over. Then Darius he's always hiding somewhere when he's like trying to talk to Monica.
Always.
So when he opens up the door, Faith is there. She's
Waiting at the door.
Who are you talking to?
Jackson. Why? I'll be back.
You always leaving. You never spend time with me and Joshua. And when you're here, you're not even here.
Man, look, Faith, I told you when I let y'all move in, I wasn't gonna be able to care for him like he was mine. This is all new to me. So I'm just trying to adjust.
But I'm out.
I gotta go.
Like I said my piece.
Seriously.
He just stormed off.
Was it really a storm?
He was like, I'll be back.
He stormed off good, like,
Storm off.
he's a very good storm offer.
Stormer
Storm
offer. Yeah, he's
offer.
very good at walking away from his problems. You're correct.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
And then there's like a montage of like Monica getting hers from Darius, Jordan getting hers from Lance, Quincy.
Everybody getting some
having
except for
sex.
Except for me.
Yeah, Alicia.
Yo, it is dry as the Sahara over here. And you know what? You know what? You know
'Cause she's focused.
she's a down chick because she ain't even looking.
No,
That's
they-
true.
But she tried, but
Yeah, she went on that.
dude was
quote
She
Well,
was
date.
forced to
Yeah.
go on this
Yeah.
date and like she
wasn't
didn't want to
even
be
ready.
there.
Yeah,
Like
no.
true.
Yeah, and plus
She was
focused
dressed
on
up
Big
looking
Apple,
cute and she
she's
still
just-
wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, it's true.
Shoot. Dry as I just realized that everybody's getting some
Yo,
right
side
now.
note, that's big ups to our music that we got on our show. Like these
Yeah.
montages and these
Really good
songs
music.
be
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
out of
yeah.
nowhere.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
good.
man.
Yeah. It's like, hit me hard.
Montage.
So then we go to Monica and Darius, right? He's like giving her head, and then she's like, "All right, stop." So then he comes up with this wig cap, and it was not doing it.
Yo, remember Day Day?
It was not doing
You
it.
did not have to say
didn't
a wig
understand.
cap.
It wasn't doing it for me.
Yo, so don't hold that against Darius, man. He would have had a, you know, he
Okay.
would have did it with the, obviously in the beginning, he had the constructs on, so you already know. Keep them Timbs on while he does. So then this could have been a fitted time or something like that. But the
I
Yankee.
don't know what the
Okay.
situation was.
Okay. So he asked Monica, like, are you still seeing that other dude? What I gotta do to make you cut him off? So she's like, you know, just give me honesty. So he asked, like, how am I supposed to prove myself? Let me take you on a date. So I guess she agrees or whatever.
Then she says, like, "Let me walk you out."
Okay, yeah.
And when they get outside, Jordan's coming in, and she just walks by. Like, she don't see them, but
Yeah.
she sees them.
But if she said something, she can't say anything because where are you coming from?
Right, because you dealing with your ex, too.
But I thought it was
That's
going to be
probably why
Jason.
she
The way
went inside.
Monica
the way she turned
looked.
around, right, yeah. But then Darius is like, "Don't worry, I'm going to prove myself to all of y'all."
Oh, good guy, good move.
So now we're going to get into questions, comments, and concerns.
A lot of concerns.
There's a lot of concerns.
Rushing through these New York City lights, tough love.
All right, guys. So before we get started, remember to send us all of your questions, comments, concerns. We can read them all on the show and share our thoughts.
So the first one is from
At Just Me Justy. She says, "Hey, ladies and Tough Love cast. I have questions and comments. Darius, what do you do for a living?"
Darius, he's an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Ain't that a
She also asked Monica, why haven't you blocked Darius' number? She needs to do that.
Because he got that
ASAP.
good D.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
Okay. And Alicia, dear, you did the wall slide, so it was over. Quincy put energy into Big Apple, then into blowing out the backs of Alicia looks alike.
I'm sorry, can you say the question a little bit slower?
Well, I don't think it was a question. I think it was more of a comment.
Blew out the
She was
back
saying
of
that
Shut
I guess
up.
it's over, and Quincy, I guess, moved on to Alicia lookalikes.
Right.
Quote,
Okay.
unquote.
I see the similarities.
Yes, you see it. You
and I see
it.
the differences.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
See the difference.
They're there. Because we didn't even talk about Quincy didn't even get through that session with that girl.
Oh, yeah. First of all, he said to Alicia, "I'm going to go to bed." And then he brought another girl over.
Well,
He's
He ain't gonna
let's
tell
just
her.
say it's
He's
not the
learning how
first
to lie.
time
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
lied.
yeah.
He's
So
learning how to
True,
lie.
true.
he's not learning.
Learning, yes.
Learning how to lie.
He's not learning.
Because that my mom is coming over.
Oh
Yeah.
Please.
To Jordan, we all miss Keith. And Jackson, talk to your father and find out his perspective and go get you an Iyanla Van Zant hug. A great web series and great podcast.
Thank you.
Iyanla.
Oh, okay. What up?
Yeah.
You saying what up to Iyanla?
No, I was on your hug. Right?
Next question.
She said, I can't help you.
Goodness gracious.
The next question is from @Meeks Danielle. She says, "Is this really Darius' baby?"
Darius Jr.
You want a boy or a girl?
In real life? Oh, Darius can answer that question.
Thank you. I was just trying to see how he answered.
I think
it.
Darius needs a girl though. So he can say, so he can see, I don't want these guys treating my daughter that way, so he's going to change. He's gonna
That's the hope that men do that, but a lot of them don't.
If we could look in a crystal ball towards season 3, Darius with a little girl, or, just having a girl in his life that...
Twin girls.
I mean, that's an extreme. But just a girl that you now know that she looks up to you and loves you unconditionally is something that would changes most men. So I think that would be a good thing for Darius.
Me too.
Mo from Color Out the Box podcast. She says, Monica, why? You can do so much better than Darius. Second question is, what year is Darius from? My guess is the early 2000s because that Scully killed me.
Damn, what is it, like FUBU or something like that?
It don't matter what it was.
And she also says, Jackson is my favorite. He keeps it real and keeps making these job applications.
But I need him to land a job.
Oh, he gonna get it.
All right.
Get it.
Persistence always
Yeah.
So what year is Darius from? What year was he channeling?
What was it? Color what podcast?
Color Out the Box.
From Color Out the Box.
From Color Out the Box.
What up, Mo?
You had a bad hair day?
I would love to know what.
You want the real life one?
Why?
Yeah. We gonna do the real life one, or we gonna do the show one? It was a 2-parter for that.
What are we? Okay.
Real quick.
Do a quick one because we gotta wrap up.
All right. So,
real quick.
Basically, how to Basically, how to.
I'm sorry.
Okay, in real life, this is what happened in real life. So, real life movie magic. So, in real life, we filmed it early.
Okay.
And this was in the beginning of us coming back. So, in real life, I'm just like, all right, there's no goddamn won't come my damn head. But I didn't pay attention to how the scenes were going to come together.
Okay.
So then we're sitting there like, all right, so how can we, movie magic this? And I'm just like, oh, well, I'll just wear a fitted or something like that. Somebody on set, bright ass idea, was like, no, just put him in a fucking wave cap. I'm like, a do-rag? They're like, nah, wave cap. I'm like, who has wave caps?
Who pulled out a wave cap? Someone had a wave cap?
Yes.
On set?
Somebody who gets those angles.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right.
Next thing you know, I'm sitting here looking like Dede. Fix my wave cap if I'm coming up.
Because when he came up, I was like, who's that?
Yes, I said, what is that?
I was like, what's going on here?
I didn't know what was happening.
It just happened.
It's okay.
That's like a chick wearing jellies or something like that right now. I don't know. It was probably somewhere just underneath the bed or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, guys. Thanks so much for coming in. Before you leave, please tell the people where they can find you and let them know of any upcoming projects.
Yeah.
All right. Starting to film a new series called Timeless Guilt. We're going to be filming that probably starting next month or so. I play Detective Lopez. It's a spinoff of an indie pick. Let me see. Oh, I'm partnering with, I have a nonprofit called Balanced Hope for the betterment of youth and adults dealing with chemical imbalances and other complications in mental health. So I'm partnering with Team for Kids and the New York Runners. So I'm going to be running the Brooklyn Half on behalf of that. For all the information in regards to Balanced Hope, balancedhope.org. If you want to holler at me on social media, it's Devin Coleman on Facebook or I'm Just Dev on Instagram.
Cool. Okay, so you can find me on Instagram as well, Instagram and Twitter. On Instagram, it's just my name, Ebony Obsidian. On Twitter, it's eobsidian. Projects coming up. In April, Master of None Netflix series.
Oh, nice.
Episode 8. Yes. Be on the lookout for that. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, keep up with the show. We got one more episode?
One more.
DC, February 11th.
DC, February 11th as well.
Okay.
Black Renaissance.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you guys so much for having us.
Thank you guys for being
so thorough. I was scared today. I'm not going to lie to you, but y'all went easy on me.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys, for coming in.
See ya.
Loneliness.